Hello, my name is Sento, and I'm here today to show you some of Severe Untiered's changes in the most recent updates. That's coming very soon. I shouldn't promise that though, because there's still a hell of a lot of work. But just from the screen that we're looking at right now, you might be able to tell, you might not be able to tell, there is a new font in the play. So we got a whole new set of font for a majority of everything. And we're just going to start this off with just a bit of prefacing. We've got a bunch of new sprites done, the whole bunch of stuff with glows. We're actually experimenting by removing glows on a lot of things. As you can see here, the players don't have background glows behind them. Some of the things that we changed sprites for are some of the portals for the Realm, the Tavern, Nexus, Guild, Vault, and the Portal of Cowardice, as well as a new sprite for the Sawforge, Marketplace, Guild Chronicle, Vault Chest, Gift Chest, and Character Changer. At the top of the Nexus, there's a little thing that you can talk to, and it will let you just go back to this screen. And essentially, that's the Character Changer. So we'll start. You might have seen there, and you can also see here, we have new icons for your HP and MP, as well as your little damage percentage. If you look at your stats, you've got all of these different stat icons now. So your attack, your defense, speed, dex, vigor, which is your vitality, intellect, you've got your critical damage and critical chance, your restoration, and shield. We've done a bunch of renaming, so shields are now, or protection is now called overshield. With the shield, it is a 1-to-1 ratio. In this update, we've changed tooltips for items. You may have seen it just a second ago, like for a blip, but the icon is larger. It shows the tier type, oh sorry, not the tier type, but the item type, how it says blades there. And the descriptions at the bottom, it's lower opacity. I think it looks really good for our game. We've done a lot of changes to things, as you can see here. So you can see your vault, your guild hall, your tavern. The marketplace is still the same, but we're just going to ascend for a moment. And if we do level 20, you will also see... Oh, I can't do level 20, I'm on a lower account right now. So this is the Sawforge. We haven't changed the UI of things, other than calling it the Ancient Forge, and having the old sprite there, which I've still got to change. And if we go into the vault, you will see the new potions. Kind of what I've done is life is now green because your health is green. So it's going to be weird to adjust to, but that's our new system, as well as attack is red. Hopefully you'll be able to tell the difference between this one and vitality. But that is something that we're going to be considering changing in the future. New wardrobe, we've got the new vaults and the new gift chests. If we go into the tavern, you can see the Portal of Cowardice, or the Realm Portal thing, as well as your Vault Portal still. But at the top of Nexus, you can see the new Realm Portal, as well as the change characters and Guild Chronicle. Then when we move along, and if I go into the marketplace, you can see the new marketplace. If I quake to the guild hall, so like a new Nexus portal, as well as a new guild board, and we're going to move on to some of the items there. I may have just flashed some stuff that I didn't want to, but as you can see here, we've got a whole bunch of interesting things in my inventory. I did explain some of the new tiers in the previous devlog, but I'll explain it kind of again. We've changed a lot of the previous things. So shards are now capsules. Rusted is now tarnished. Sacred is now artifact, which you can kind of see with some of these A items. Oh, and yeah, that's tarnished. I accidentally showed Relic first, but yeah, that's right. And then we've got Legendary is now Valiant, as you can see here, which they have their own effects. The Sacred equivalent of items don't have effects anymore. Just to improve our progression, we are trying a new outlook on it. Godslayer is now exiled, and Godly his relic. And previously I was on the Blade Master because I just updated the move cycle, but I still need to go around to a bunch of the other classes and change their moving cycles. A lot of the stuff that I did within this update is just organizing sprite sheets and XML, as well as stuff that you can see here is the capsule extractor is the legendary essence, and the soul of decay is the spirit of the past, as well as luck of the roll is change of heart. And you might have noticed at the very top we have these 3 different currencies. So you got your honor, which is like your gold, you got your medallions, which is like your onrain, and you've got your Savarite, which is like your Cantos or premium currency. A lot of the things that we had done is just fixing some items and how they shoot. Like, for example, some would be shooting the wrong way. And I also just showed that we added a pop-up text. So when you activate a Valiant effect, which is this one here, it will pop up above your head saying that it's activated. We changed a lot of the gold rewards. When they give you the gold rewards, it's going to give you this honor instead. So when you used to kill gods beforehand, you'd kill them and then they would give you like the currency straight to your account and it would say it in chat. And it does the same thing, and instead it gives you honor. We removed gold caches as well as all of the other kind of caches, just so when you kill the enemy, instead of it giving you an item, it would just go straight into your account or your character. So if you kill any enemies and they give you medallions, they'll give you straight to your medallions. If they give you any of your restoral essence, it will give it straight to your fragments. There's no items for those anymore. Now, let's talk about the market. So we've set up the market to be a lot better than the system beforehand. Unfortunately, it doesn't look much different. It just has some new filters and a new way of searching, as in when you open it, it'll kind of show you everything that you got there. But if you go into the chat and you press enter, it will show you all of the available items on the market, as well as you can search for specific types. So swords, daggers, bows, staves, blades, etc. And you can also search for different statistics, and you can look for tiers. And that's the Godly Remnant. We have changed the loot boost, and we are currently testing it, and we'll be testing it for a bit before we can release anything. We've done a bit of fixing with some of the status effects, as well as completely renaming status effects and giving them new icons. So if I do effect and then darkness, this effect will now work out. I think it's called something else now. Near sight. There it is. As well as you can see there's different effects for, let's say, invulnerable or invisibility, which if you have health bars on, when you're invisible, it no longer hides your health bar. Whenever you enter a new instance, so if I go to Godlands and let's say I kill a bunch of enemies, and let's say I take a lot of damage, if I go into a new instance, my health and mana will be completely recovered. Every time you get a kill on an enemy, so if you have your boss percentage bar go up and you kill an enemy, it's going to reset your percentage. Previously, it would keep what your surge was at, or sorry, not surge, your percentage. It would keep your percentage at where it was, and you could just pretty much keep gaining a lot of damage. So if you had one of the marks, like Crush, it would give you a whole bunch of damage if your percentage was too low. And so now that issue should be semi-fixed. I haven't done extensive testing, and we'll need to do more extensive testing. We've changed a lot of the containers. I'll show some pictures on the screen in the recording. And lastly, I did a bit of fixing with the change of heart. I know we've said that we've fixed the change of heart and how you could roll into the same item, but we've previously or still had a lot of issues where people weren't able to roll said item and they would just constantly get the same item even though they just rolled from that item originally. Now, the item fix that I've done will only protect you if it is the same item that you're trying to roll from. So if you've rolled your item into another item, but then you rolled it back, that is intended. But the same item should not be able to roll into itself. As in, if I roll a Pestilential Agony, it should never be the same. However, if I roll it into my Accursed Jewel, and then try and roll the Accursed Jewel, it can go back to Pestilential Agony. But that concludes this devlog. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Take care.